So now these are the various parts of a kickstart ratchet. Now what happens is that when you kickstart, the ratchet engages and it goes down. Now even after the engine has started and your foot is pressed down on the kickstart, nothing happens. This is because the ratchet disengages it. Now here I'm going to show you how to assemble it. Now first, here is the screw. Now this is a spring. Here is the top end of the ratchet. Now out here you can see on one end of the ratchet there is a perpendicular edge, and on the other end there is an inclined edge. Now, the perpendicular edge locks with the perpendicular edge of the bottom part of the ratchet, and the inclined edge slips over the inclined edge of the bottom ratchet. So that is how the engagement and the disengagement goes on in this. This is the bottom end of the ratchet. This is much more defined. Now you can see the teeth are similar in both, just that they're in the opposite direction so that they can mesh together properly. Now out here you can see the perpendicular edge and the inclined edge properly, kind of. Yes. This is the washer and this is the nut that we're going to use to tighten it. Now I'm going to show you how to assemble it. Now the spring goes inside the screw first, and now the top part of the ratchet goes in. Now the spring presses on to the top part of the ratchet during disengagement and engagement. During engagement it presses on such that the perpendicular part of the top ratchet and the bottom ratchet mesh together properly, and the engagement is proper. Whereas when during disengagement, the inclined surface of the top ratchet is pushed up. Now here out here you can see that these teeth of the bottom and the top ratchet mesh together properly. You can see the perpendicular faces meeting with the perpendicular faces of the counterpart, and the inclined edges being on the inclined part. Now you can see how the inclined edges move. Now out here what I'm showing you is the bottom part moving, but in actual the top part moves. The top part disengages and it is moved towards the spring during disengagement. Now I will tighten it with the help of a washer and a nut. The more you tighten it, the better it is for heavier loads, so that the engagement of the perpendicular edges can be better, and so that the perpendicular edges don't slip. So it's better you tighten it for heavier loads. Yes, now it's properly tightened. Now you can see the perpendicular faces meshing with the perpendicular faces. Now I'm going to hold on to the bottom part of the ratchet. Okay. And I'm going to move the top part of the ratchet in the opposite direction, that is in the direction of the disengagement. Now you can see the noise of the inclined edges slipping over each other. Now whenever the inclined edges slip over each other, they are pushed back because of their inclined nature, and the spring is tightened, strained more because of that. Now when I'm rotating it in the correct direction, nothing happens because the spring is pushing the ratchet upwards or downwards towards the bottom ratchet. Now whatever I do, I cannot get past this because the perpendicular edge is meshing with the perpendicular edge. Now when I move it in the wrong direction again, it's slipping. A wonderful thing. Thank you.